Hi everyone, I'm Bruce Wartz. I'm from Montreal, Quebec, Canada. I do research on the UFOs that I have found on the surface with my 14-inch telescope raised by this wonderful community. Welcome everyone. Thanks for taking the time to stop by and check out what's going on. This weekend, the weather tonight, I was prepared, everything charged up, telescope ready to go out. No moon tonight. But that does not matter because there are going to be nights like that, that's for sure, and seem to be getting worse. I have a lot of footage stored up all the time. I don't have enough time or enough hands to be able to research all the footage that I've caught so far. Well, to do exactly what I want to do in it, that is. Because raw footage, you can do so much in it. There's so much that you can do. When you post raw footage, if you zoom up on different craters, it's because, I have different techniques to be able to present the work differently. And then I work on the color. I work on the UFOs that are in the footage. Then I look for anomalies. I mean, there's always something to do. So thanks a lot for taking the time to stop on by. We're going to do some nice close-up zooms. Of course, every time we zoom up, notice we're going to see colors. And what we are doing in this video, and most videos, we're zooming up on that line of light that is the moon phase moving over, showing us a colorful surface. And not only that line is showing us color, but that line only seems to be what is showing us these structures elevated. Because these structures are not elevated usually. We don't see them. So the lower white objects at the bottom here are just as high as those objects there, but the line of light has to be right on it. A retired CIA agent, John Lear, has been doing research for many, many years, has hooked up, interviewed, and has many connections with people working in and around these space programs that, for many, are myths, right? People, we don't know about it. But again, it's really funny because even if we don't know where to go look at the declassified information, which means what the CIA, FBI, government, etc., anyone has revealed about any secret missions. But when you go and see declassified information, that's all I needed to know, that there was more that the government was hiding, and a lot more. Why they're hiding it, I'm not here for that. I'm here just to explain to people that there are definitely objects on the moon that seem to be constructed. And so long me, it's definitely confirmed. John Lear says there's an atmosphere on the moon, and there definitely is. How much of an atmosphere? He says there's more than what they say there is. Darn right there is. That's what I believe, and that's what I'm finding with the CGXL 1400 high definition telescope. Paid $1,500, the community, so that we could get the high definition. The high definition is what is showing us the little details that you see, because everything's connected together. I know it. I had the 4 or 5 inch, and you could see that all those craters, well, they looked like they were more flat. They were oscillating. You could hardly pick it up because it's always moving. The moon is always moving, by the way. You can't just focus in on the moon that it's sitting there. It's not. It's moving. So, of course, you're going to always get a little bit of wobble or oscillation. And I imagine the oscillation could very well be just that too, not just the atmosphere. It could be the moon rotating around with Earth, that, field of attraction between both of us and the moon. So as the moon is being dragged around, right, with Earth, well, we have all these phenomenons occurring that we're not sure of, this oscillation, disturbance. We don't know nothing about science or space, guys. Absolutely nothing. We're not even in the beginning of it all yet. That's how premature we are at in that stage of evolution, I believe. They teach us that, wow, we're at that high tech age where technology is so high now and advanced, and it's just never ending, And I don't know. I don't think we've even touched the basics yet. I don't think we could handle the basics. Now we're gonna go look at Clavius crater, but I've been seeing this for about 5, 6 months, and I never mention it, and I know I'm right, and I'm going to mention it. There's a path thousands of miles over top, below, on, and over Clavius crater. One line that goes by that's very straight. It even goes up onto, like a drip, onto Clavius crater. And I will show you this. Watch. At the bottom there, you'll have to go back in the footage. There's a line. You can clearly see it when you look out. The drip at the end of the line goes up and over and across completely the crater, and then reaches the other. Well, it's not other, it continues. It's just that our eyes can't see it completely go across. Here's the other end. It continues on straight path again, and this goes across the entire moon, and there's many of them, and they're all crossing paths. They're this white light object that we can hardly see, but it's really there. We're going to see more surface and atmosphere tomorrow. This is a beautiful video. You're going to enjoy this one, guys. This is a very clear night. So I got some clear footage to do this. And you have to, because if not, of course, it's going to be blurry. And it's very, very clear footage. The greens come out. You can see them there at the top, all the greens. And I love going up to the moon because it's always, always different. And recently, a couple of months ago, look at this. For the first time, we could see these colors as bright as I've ever seen them before. And again, the moon was orange, okay? And when I say orange, I mean really, really orange that night. And here, the blue mirrors and everything, this is what it looked like through the telescope, guys. I'm telling you. Do you understand? The moon is gray through a telescope. You have to descend the exposure to get the color. But here, it was all naturally caught with a telescope. Look at the beautiful colors. Just looking at it, it really is mesmerizing. Mesmerizing. You could go back, rewind it, and look at each crater as you go in. They go through a series of colors, and they do certain particular movements, which in slow motion, you can see them repeat the motions of the lights, whether they're natural or deliberate. It's pretty interesting and cool to watch, to see. Yeah, tomorrow I'm going to go all out and I'm going to be up early, as I always am on the weekend, all day making videos. I'll get about two up for sure. So I'll try to get about 30, 40 minutes, 45 minutes of footage up for sure, guys. And it's going to be some nice findings. I work here at home, and when I sit down and look at footage and it touches me, it moves me, that's what I post and that's what I share. If some of you are not as moved as I am, um, I respect that, but thanks for taking the time to see what I have to show you guys. And honestly, this is not this is not a joke. It's true. You have to watch footage, like watch my video and then watch it the next day, and you see other things all the time.